they've signed. Okay. Direct close. Sir, you've come and looked at this car every night this week. I know that you want this car. Why should we wait for the weekend? Let us now just get the paperwork done. It's Friday. I also want an early day. I know you want an early day. Let's get this thing done. Be direct with the client. Okay? No frills about it. And then the urgency close. Oh, sorry, I missed on pump it on close. I've spoken about that one with the handbags. The urgency close. Hey, listen. I can only hand the special in for the next half an hour before closing time because tomorrow I'm getting the new stock pricing and unfortunately I can't give it to you at this price. You need to make a decision now. How many people have had that urgency close put on? Okay, it's the most common close by salespeople. It's the urgency one. Don't fall for it. I promise you. They'll still be able to do that sale the next day. And if they don't want to do it for you, you phone the manager and say, listen, yesterday I spoke to a sales guy that gave me this price. Unfortunately, I had to leave early, but I'd like it still at that price, and they will give it to you. So there's nothing like urgency. Keep quiet. A lot of the times when you've sold to a client, keep quiet. The client will make the decision there and then to proceed, and I'll say, let's proceed. Okay, often they'll do that. If you have a look at all of these different ways to close, how many of them have you experienced when you've been in stores? Most of them. Okay. Do you think you'll be able to replicate that? Quite easily. So sales it's a routine, it's a process, it's something you train and develop. It becomes natural after a while, and people won't even realize that you're selling. It'll be subtle. It'll be authentic. People won't realize it. But you're doing a transaction. You're building your wealth. Your wealth's starting to flow because of the ability to transact. Okay. Next one. And lastly, cementing the relationship. Okay. There's nothing worse than somebody selling you something. You go home and it doesn't perform the way that the person said it was. When you want to complain, there's no trace of that salesperson. Okay. You feel cheated, you don't feel good. But if the next day I phone you and I say, listen, the product has sold you, how is it performing? Are you happy? Do you think the person is going to feel confident and happy? Yeah, they're going to feel good about it. And if there's a problem, rather let the client tell you so you can deal with it and rescue the sale. Don't walk away. If the product malfunction or something like that, it can be replaced. But the client can't be replaced. That client can stay with you if you do the right thing. Okay, next one. So that really was the sales cycle. We can go into the sales cycle a lot more if you want. We can do role plays and so forth to try and get it to feel more real. But if you understand the sales cycle and how it works and the little things that fit in the behaviors, looking for the rings, looking for this, looking for that, it becomes easier. Okay. So when you're a top sales performer, you want to know your numbers.